My name is Kay Thorne, also known as Miss V, and welcome to my channel where we are playing through all of the Nancy Drew games. From number 1, Secrets Can Kill, to number 34, Mystery of the Seven Keys. This particular game is Tomb of the Lost Queen. I realized I blocked the name and I kind of forgot what it was. It's number 26 in the series, so we're getting close-ish to the end. It will probably take me a full year to get through all the games, is my guess. Because I started, I think, like just my spring break of last year. And so I've even been doing this for a full year. And guys, I don't make any money from this, so I don't hire an editor. So you deal with my subpar editing skills, guys. I do this for fun. I do this because I want to spend some time relaxing. And unfortunately, I'm the kind of person who has the kind of anxiety that I have to schedule my relaxation. But if I am making a video and posting it online and there's some kind of expectation that this will be happening, I'm more likely to sit down and relax and enjoy myself. Plus, I enjoy talking about things with other people like games, and so please leave your comments so I can talk with you. So I literally just played this yesterday. Yesterday's video is posting the day that I'm recording this. This will probably post this coming Wednesday, and I'm hoping Monday, which is a holiday, I can play again and record for the following Saturday so I can be a little bit ahead. Because I like to try and post twice a week. And I don't always get that opportunity because I don't really get a chance to play during the week because I'm so busy. So this previous game was called Agonies of Death. At least that's how I saved it, as Agonies of Death. So far in this game, we were invited to an expedition in Egypt to try and figure out whose tomb this is that's been located. We're basically like an intern. Nancy's always an intern. She's never getting paid for this stuff. You kidding me? But we found a letter that apparently we were recommended by the curator of a museum, the Beach Hill Museum, from a previous game from, man, I want to say it was somewhere in the first 10 games, which is where that's from. So we were recommended, we came here, but we were immediately met with an Haboob. A Haboob feels better, but I think En Haboob is technically correct. But we were met with that, which the game just calls a sandstorm, but technically it is called a Haboob, which is just like, you just see this like massive wall of sand coming towards you. It's that kind of a sandstorm. It's extremely large. Where I live in the U.S., we occasionally will get haboobs here. It's crazy to see coming towards you because you just look outside and you just see this wall of dirt and you're like, that's cool. I'm going inside. We didn't really have that chance, so we could dive into a tent in the game, which we did, and we found the guy who brought us here unconscious, and apparently, according to the doctors, he was probably attacked. So now not only are we trying to figure out whose tomb this is, we're also trying to figure out who attacked the guy. I forget his name. So we've met all the people who are here. I do not remember their names, but we'll remember who they are when we continue playing. But we met them all. We've explored the tomb. We've explored the tomb of this whole place, and we found the actual tomb. But we have been unable to open it. Hopefully this game session will be able to open it. We found where we can get some water. We've done quite a few things. Solved a lot of puzzles. Translated a bunch of things. Found a glitch. Was able to get past the glitch, I think because we're in junior mode. I don't know if it allows that little feature in junior mode or in senior mode. Technically it's called different. Amateur? I don't remember. I'm used to junior and senior. So I don't know if it allows it in the senior mode, but in the junior mode here, it gave us once we had translated a different area, it gave us like a little like translate for me button. And so that's how we fixed the glitch, which is nice. And so I forget why I called this Agonies of Death. I think it's because of a translation that we had, and apparently we might be dying because of a curse. But that's kind of where we're at here. So I'm going to load this up. I'm going to see exactly what we need to do. Remember that exactly. But as usual, guys, if you end up liking this, click like. If you want to see me play through all the Nancy Drew games or any games after this, click subscribe and hit the notification bell. And, of course, leave comments. Throughout the game, I'm sure there'll be some things to leave comments about. But please, I'm always looking for recommendations for new desk chair. as well as recommendations for a headset that won't hurt my head, because the pressure can hurt my head. So I'm always looking for suggestions for those. But without further ado, let's dive in. So, what do we gotta do here? Let's scroll down here. We need to find a way to snoop the bunks. We gotta get Lily out of there. Find out everything we can about Dylan. He's like a tour guide. Find out what Jamila is hiding in her handbag. Figure out who the 4 sons of Horus were. Find the missing piece from the panel on the tomb's wall. Find a way to open the sarcophagus. Find the source of the loud crash, which I'm pretty sure was this. But he wouldn't talk about it, and I went up to the top and we couldn't really look at anything else. So, I want to figure out the 4 sons of Horus, which I thought would be this. I thought this would mention it. That was a weird sound. I thought this would mention it, but it doesn't say anything about, like, maybe this guy will talk about it. What's up, dude? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Never mind.
Hello.
What do you think of Lily?
She's definitely my type.
What do you mean?
Cute, interesting, and not interested. Just like my last girlfriend. Very driven. PhD student, probably has a cramped apartment full of dehydrated plants. She's probably going to come off a little rough-edged.
I'd better get going.
Come back anytime.
Okay, then. Oh, we also played this game in the middle, and we played it twice, won the second time.
Hello.
You said you studied curses. Aren't they just mostly hoaxes?
No, far from it. There's always a scientific reason for what really happened, but if you get some deadly disease or the world collapses on you, you're not going to care about the biology or physics of what's killing you.
I'd better get going.
See ya!
There was a book over here, but I think it was just The Lost Queens. Yeah. Did he have... No. Yeah, I can't look at that. Darn. Oh, I thought there was like something over there. Trying to see the distance. Okay, we have like the top of the tomb and that's it. I'm going to call John.
Nancy, hello.
A tour guide just appeared out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, really. He showed up when we found the tomb.
You're 100 kilometers outside of Cairo. That's too far afield to have a wacky next-door neighbor.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm not used to watching this much television. It's doing strange things to my brain. Whatever he says, he didn't just drop in. He must be up to something.
Abdullah seems confused by the hieroglyphs in the tomb.
Really?
You sound surprised.
Astonished, dumbfounded, with a twist of smug thrown in to soothe my ego.
So, if he's confused...
Then it is confusing. He's one of the brightest minds in the field. If he's stumped, something unique is going on here.
Lily seemed upset about me doing any work here.
Show me a PhD student who isn't upset about something, and I'll build you your very own pyramid.
Why would she want to keep me away from your work?
I have no clue. If she wants to play at being in charge, let her. It'll save you a lot of headaches.
What do you know about Lily?
Not much. She's with Abdullah's team. It's just strange that she's out there.
Why?
I never say a critical word about a student, but the archaeology community is small, people talk. I guess all I'm going to say is it's surprising Abdullah put her on his team.
You can't just leave it at that. The curiosity center of my brain is going to go into full meltdown.
I can't, Nancy. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to talk about it.
Are you familiar with the Anunnaki?
Oh, please, not you too.
No, Jamila. She's got a lot to say on the topic.
Good. I'm not saying there isn't alien life, but why insist that aliens built the pyramids? Humans have made a mess of so many things. Just let us keep that check mark in the victory column.
What do you know about Abdullah?
He's almost as brilliant as he thinks he is.
He seems a little full of himself.
A little. With that amount of swagger, you'd think he invented sand.
Do you think he's behind your attack?
I don't think so. This isn't the first time we've butted heads. I'd think that if he were to attack me, he wouldn't sneak up from behind.
How's the recovery coming?
Good. I am at the point where watching television is tedious again, so that's a good sign. TV is very frustrating for the solution-oriented personality.
I don't think I've heard that before.
It's true. I find myself yelling, "Test your hypothesis before acting on it," at all of the sitcoms. Truthfully, I'm still feeling a little woozy. As soon as I can stand without feeling dizzy, I am on my way back to the site. Even if I have to sneak out of here.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
I can't say anything. When something happens in a show that I know a lot about, and they just don't do it correctly, I'm like, what are you doing? Maybe Professor Hotchkiss knows about the Four Sons of Horus?
Hotchkiss here?
It's Nancy Drew.
Oh, Francine, dear, I'm so glad you called. I've been having the most infuriating problem with my internet.
This is Nancy Drew.
Oh, you young people are so refreshing, always in search of new identities. The problem is that I downloaded this program called Weather Monkey. At my age, it's important that I keep abreast of all meteorological developments. But now I'm starting a new book, and I can't focus on my work because the Weather Monkey keeps yelling the weather at me.
Maybe you should uninstall it?
I will do no such thing. That would be tantamount to murder.
Maybe turn it down?
Brilliant and fantastic. Oh, yes, Samantha, you are a ticket. I would love to help you, but how do I know you again?
Nancy Drew. We've met a few times.
Aha, now I remember you. If life were a good book, you'd be my favorite reoccurring character.
I'm in Egypt, and I need your help.
Egypt? Well, why didn't you say that instead of chattering away about my internet problems?
I don't know how to respond to that. I read your book, and I thought maybe you could help.
You found my book while you were in Egypt. The serendipity is as delectable as Chateaubriand smothered in lavender lemon juice. I am at your disposal.
I didn't exactly find it. You sent it to me. You even signed it.
Oh dear, I sign and send lots of things.
Have you heard of an expedition that went off in search of Nefertari years ago?
Oh yes, the team in which everyone died, is that the one?
Yes. Do you think that story is true?
Oh heavens, yes. It's deadly out there in the desert. Think about it. You're going out there in search of dead bodies, there must be a reason they're in favor of the area.
But this expedition wasn't searching for QV-66, right?
Indeed not. That had already been discovered. They were searching for Nefertari's mummy.
What do you think happened to them?
Oh, it's best you not concern yourself about that now, given your current location.
Have you heard of Abdullah?
Yes, I have. He is December on my Men of Archaeology calendar.
You're kidding me. Does that exist?
It existed the second I made it. Is he there with you?
Yes. He seems full of himself.
He is. Oh, I am not an advocate of pulpy romance novels, but if I were, I'd call that an archable trait. In chapter 1, he'd swagger into the excavation site, the picture of a rascal with his dusty leather jacket and decidedly European haircut. His cocky ne'er-do-well smirk displaying his perfectly white teeth, but by the end he'd be sweetly holding flowers and saying, "Professor Hotchkiss, I'm dying to discuss your latest publication." A colleague of mine has guilted me into editing her latest romance novel, and I must confess I cannot wait until the project is completed. Reading page after page is absolutely wreaking havoc on my metaphors. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I no longer know.
Abdullah, that's what. He's a cold-blooded hotshot with only one setting. Success. Oh, sorry. I've also been helping my nephew break into the movie trailer business. Oh, Hotchkiss, why must you always burn the candle at both ends? He's a good archaeologist who knows Egypt inside and out. He could teach you a thing or two, just don't pick up the attitude.
Can you help me sort out some canopic jars?
Oh my. Oh my, yes. Let's see. A human and 3 animals. A jackal was Duwamites, baboon, Hapi, and Tebasenues. They also represented the 4 cardinal points, each protecting a sacred organ. I seem to remember that Hapi was the lungs.
I hope that Nancy took notes on that.
Have you heard of the theory that aliens built the pyramids?
Oh, that old gem. Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Well, unless they're sending us a bill, does it matter?
With all of your work, I assume you'd at least care.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't let those things bother you. Some of us have keen observational skills and a rigid adherence to the scientific method. And some of us have thought processes that best resemble a piñata explosion at a sugar-fueled child's birthday extravaganza. Either way, if it encourages people to witness the marvels of ancient Egypt in person, it's good work, in my opinion.
Do you believe the Anunnaki exist?
You may as well be asking me if I believe Brian Abernathy Fortinbright exists. I don't know, and further, I could only guess.
Is that a name you just made up?
Yes. Now, given the fact that there are 7+ billion people on Earth, it stands to reason that he may be a real person. And if we apply the Drake equation, we will find the astronomical, no wordplay intended, dear, number of habitable planets in the universe. It is possible that the Anunnaki may exist. But since the evidence is shaky at best, I am much more interested in the here and now.
Same here. I'll catch you later.
Bye, dear.
Okay, pull up the journal here. Did you write down what she said? Do a mutef. It's the jackal. Baboon. Happy. Represented a cardinal direction and a sacred organ. Happy represents the lungs. It's not on here. Let's do a mutef. You only got those ones? And there wasn't another question about it, so how do I know? I want to go this way. You know what? Maybe she
Hello.
knows. Never
I'll
mind.
catch you later. Until later.
Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Oh, I passed it. That's why. Okay, so these would be the directions. But then, like, what organ is what direction? I've got that. I don't know where to put them.
Can't check that off yet.
Yeah. Take a close look at the sarcophagus lid. Really? No. I would have never guessed to do that.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
It's clicking too fast.
Not strong enough. I need something else, too. Not strong enough. I need something else, too. Not strong enough. I need something else, too. It looks like something is missing. It looks like something is missing. My dictionary could help translate that.
That's all I can think of to work on right now. We've talked to everybody. There really wasn't much to say. Talked to Hotchkiss, got what information I could out of her. I just want to Google 4 sons of Horus. Ugh. Eyes of Horus. Imsati, Duamutef, Habi, and Kebesenuf. The human is Imsati. And then Falcon, Quebehsenuf. Associated organs. Imsati protected the liver. Happy was a baboon. Well, the lungs. Duamutef protected the stomach. Last one is the intestines. But aren't they also related to directions? What directions were they related to? Here we go. City is south. He is north. Which is a baboon. Oh!
Whoa! What just happened? I should see if I broke something.
Okay. Just a minute. Duamutef is east. This one is west. Do they also need to be facing
Haven't done that.
in a specific direction? Like that. Embassy Protector of the South. Huh? It was right here.
Is it my imagination, or did the columns move?
Oh, the columns definitely moved. Oh, they're the images. Am I trying to match them with something? Wrong way. Interesting. Okay, I don't really know where they're supposed to be going though. Wrong way again. Are we supposed to like get them down? I did it again.
Got it.
Well, okay. That's how I do want to go. I want to go this way.
I bet I could translate that.
You already have, Nancy. Oh, it's like a ladder. Oh my god, Nancy. This scares me. Oh, that was horrifying. Okay.
This looks important.
Should I take a photo? I took a photo. Does that guy have a beetle as a head?
Foolish and irresponsible! You have no idea what you are doing! You have no idea what damage you have done!
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You didn't know! Ignorance is not an excuse! It is the problem! You are off the site!
Please, I will never even come near your work again.
That is right, you won't! You don't deserve to be here! Have the dignity to admit it!
I'll help, I promise. Please, I'll do anything to stay.
When the transport comes, you get on it! You are taking up space that a good student could be using! I want nothing to do with you! You will never have a career! Just leave!
Drama. Thank you. I was like, this guy, I thought I saw something down there. January 14th. I cannot push my way out through the sand. The fever and dehydration have left me slow and weak. I know there is a second exit. It's hidden, perhaps too cleverly for someone in my current state. I've located the first half needed, but without the second part, I am unable to figure out its meaning. 5 stand guard at each pass. 4 false, 1 true. The first truth is last. The second is fourth. The third is third, and the fourth is first. Flipped. January 16th. Cannot think. What good is an escape that lies hidden? The queen is laughing at me. January 20th. There is no point writing more. These thoughts will never leave this tomb. If you are reading these pages, it is too late for you. You are in her tomb. She'll never let you leave. Beloved of Hathor. This mistress up there. Interesting. I'm very confused. Who was here before? Oh, you don't have to watch her jump down? She's just down.
Did you see that?
Are you talking about the columns?
I knew there was something about this site that didn't add up. This is unheard of. The technology required to move the columns.
Maybe aliens were involved.
Very cute.
Why are you so hard on Lily?
It sounds so cruel, right? I am not her friend. I am her proving ground. If she survives me, no one will ever stop her. Not ever. If she does not, then she does not have what it takes to begin with. May you be so lucky as to have a mentor who pushes you.
Still, you could be nicer.
I learned to swim fast, not because I was taught well, but because there were crocodiles in the river.
I'll catch you later.
See you later.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that. That's done.
Okay, nothing new there. She was this way? No, she wasn't this way. She was this way at one point, but is not anymore. She was this way.
Nancy, hi.
I'll catch you later.
Bye.
I want to search your bag. How do I get you people away from your posts?
Nancy, things are moving. I heard the pillars moving. This place is seriously messed up.
I noticed that, but I don't think we're in any danger.
And you're basing this on what? Previous experience?
Yeah.
Call it a hunch.
At this point, I'd rather call it a day. I need to calm down. This is a huge opportunity and probably not a death trap. Right?
Right. Do you think this really is Nefertari's tomb?
I really hope so.
Why isn't she in the tomb in the Valley of the Queens?
There could be a lot of reasons. The worst case is grave robbers, but we really don't think that's the case.
Why not?
Because her valuables were found, but her body wasn't. Doesn't make sense. We think she was hidden. Ramses II was known to be very protective, and he was very concerned about the afterlife. It's possible Ramses built a false tomb to make sure she'd be undisturbed. There are many stories of his love for her, but we don't know how true they are.
If he went through so much trouble, don't you feel strange about disturbing her tomb?
No. Someone will do it eventually. If we get there first, she'll be treated with respect, and she'll truly get to live on forever. If someone else finds her, she'll go to the highest bidder.
If you're so interested in Nefertari, why aren't you below?
Promise you won't make fun of me?
Sure.
I'm a woman of science, okay? But the curse thing rattled me. I need to do research now anyway. I'd prefer to do it where nothing will fall on me, and maybe get a little FaceTime with a certain British someone.
I have to admit, I overheard that argument between you and Abdullah. Are you okay?
You did? What did you hear?
I'm not sure, really. It just sounded pretty bad.
It was. He can be rough to work with, but he's the best. I just have to get better, and not make such stupid mistakes all the time.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, I need your help sorting amulets. This has always been the thing I've been worst at. Please say you'll help. I'll help you out whenever you need it, I promise.
Sure thing.
Great, thanks. They need to be sorted by what they represent and by what power they had. They're on the table in the other tent.
I need your help with
Can you help me sort all of those amulets?
Well, sure.
Great, thanks. They need to be sorted by what they represent and by what power they had. They're on the table in the other tent.
Did that.
You can help me by leaving so I can search your stuff. These?
I need to sort these amulets by type.
We read something about amulets, but was it this? So just amulets found. There was a thing somewhere that we read that talked about like.
I bet I could translate
I've
that.
already done that. Now let's see. Sacred. We had found something about like what each of those mean, like the different things. Amulets. Ah, jeez. Okay, then let's just stop it. Okay, so for sure, an amethyst monkey is a love charm. I don't see an amethyst monkey. Felspar hedgehog. No, do we not have any of these? Basalt baboon. Is that basalt? Imparted wisdom. Oh, wait. There's a hedgehog. Rebirth. Yes, love. Okay. Touch to a god held their own powers based in the natural world. So first, let's check these. So a jackal is going to be like a death. An ostrich would be air, I guess. Do you have any jackals? I don't think so. This also has a few here where it's like the hare. The hare is like survival. So regeneration, okay. Regenerative powers also to the hippopotamus, the lizard, and the frog. Alright. Who's the Ankh? here. Okay. I have an ankh. Is that a beetle? A duck? Oh, what? The Eye of Horus is actually listed in this book. Most commonly used amulets was in the shape of a scarab. Scarab embodies the same powers. Most notably rebirth. So scarab is rebirth. Is that this? I think so. A golden fly is military achievements. It's gotta be that. Do a fish for good luck. You should do a fish for good luck. Afterlife. Was believed to aid by placing various amulets to wrappings of the most commonly used scarab. Other amulets. Form of a goddess also imbued powers as their full human or animal-headed counterparts. Animals not based on their own behavior. Actions of some forest, the animals. Oh, it's right here in this book too. The Eye of Horus represents the Eye of Horus lost in battle with Seth. Stored Horus's eye. Became a symbol of health and life. Okay. Do we have any gods with a duck? What's an ibis? An ibis is a kind of bird, right? Ibis is a kind of bird, but not a duck. Who's a lion? Woman with a lion's head, Tefnut, moisture. There's nothing here for moisture. Oops. That's not what I want. This is what I want. The only other lion is this one, which is childbirth, protector of women and children. So maybe that's where the lion goes. Okay, so I don't know where the ankh goes. Okay, no, not that. An ankh. I think that's a gazelle. A bull. The ankh, the guardian of the dead. Am I also missing one? Oh, is it the cat? Maybe not. This has got to be it, right? Maybe I have the Ankh wrong. I have a lion wrong. I was just going off of this, but it's going to be a mix of body parts. But then I don't know. The only thing for the lion is moisture. That's the Guardian of the Dead.
I'm missing one. I'd better check that out.
Oh, is it that? I was just thinking lion was military. There's moisture on this page, so okay. Why is a cow motherhood?
Someone cut the tent. I need to fully investigate this area. If you wanted to sneak something out of the tent without anyone seeing you, this would be the perfect spot to do it. If I had the right tool, I bet I could see if the thief left anything behind.
No? The shovel? Gonna dig every spot. It's fine.
What's this? What's this mean?
I'd be willing to pay an additional 15,800. I forget what that stands for a pristine jackal amulet. I figured the jackal would be the symbol. The buyer would like to add this request to the full list with payment through a secret offshore account upon something. Okay.
Did that. Check.
Hi, Nancy.
Abdullah seems really harsh.
That's just how he is. I knew what I was setting myself up for when I came here.
I'd better get going.
See ya!
See ya. Dang it, you're still here, man.
Yes.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Ooh, what? Okay, I was just trying to figure, because I want to take a look at this, because...
That's done.
Really? That's all it took? Ooh, can this help me open the sarcophagus? Yay! Ooh. What in the world? I just got a notification about my cousin getting married and... What? Did they elope or something? Like, or did they just, like, go to the... town hall or something? Where did they... Like, I knew they were engaged, but... I hadn't heard anything about a date, and then suddenly they're poof, they're married. What the hell? That's not cool. I would have brought a cool gift. I'm just gonna play my Nancy Drew game. Since apparently my cousin doesn't want to invite me to the wedding. Oh, I can just
I
click
need to
contract
figure
link.
out what this means.
The procession of gods begins the reveal. Seek them out under the protection of the heavens. Okay. What's down there?
I need to get the correct gods to their proper locations.
Ew. Ew. How do I... Is it the photo? The photo. There's my photos. Like, I got distracted by my cousin. I got a message and my cousin got married. Is it this? 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. So, Jackal, Ibis, Falcon? I think it's a falcon. No. Jackal, Ibis, Ibis. Jackal, crocodile. So Jackal, Ibis. Oh, we can do it that way. Okay. Beetle, and what in the Sam hell is that? Oh, that lizard? That's a lizard. Yep. Huh. Trigger on this. So this would be like... Well, it still doesn't work for this, though. Okay, move it up one. What do I need again? The lizard face. Because there's this. That would need to be... This would need to be the lion face. Hey.
Check. Can't check that off yet.
There's more.
Another coffin. And it's locked. Ancient Egyptians did not mess around.
They really didn't. Quick
This
translate.
could be about the queen's children.
7 treasures of her making, 4 to lead the people, 3 to follow her path, divided by duty, old preceding young. Recall them here and reach within.
These must represent Nefertari's children. Maybe if I knew more about them, I could open this.
Yep.
That's done.
I was gonna say, I feel like we've seen something about heavens before. We have piece of a panel from a tomb's wall. I still have to search people's stuff.
Nancy, what's been going on?
I opened the sarcophagus.
You did?
Oh, I didn't expect you to be so excited. I doubt it has anything to do with the Anunnaki.
You never know. I'll have to see this room myself.
Oh, sweet.
Can't open it. It's locked. I need to open this.
Oh, jeez. Something to do with this. Sure. Is it gonna be like the and then the And then the... And then... Oh, I was looking at the wrong symbol. Ah. Darn, I was hoping it was like a puzzle where like you'd you click on it and the thing stays down when it's correct. That's what I was hoping for. That's not it. Okay. Do I have a photo of something that can help me? I've got a lot of photos from this game. Ugh. I have anything that could help with this? I gotta get into her thing. It's gotta be the Eye of Horus, though. That's all I can think. Nothing else matches that I've taken a photo of. I don't know, leave and come back. But I'm wondering if it has to do with the, that thing in that tent. The Sunny June thing. But I'm afraid if I leave that she's gonna come back. So I'm probably gonna cheat. And look up just like a photo of that paper. Because I don't remember unless... Oh, wait, I'm gonna check suspects. No. 16842. I put it away. 16842. So it's this thingy, the eyebrow, the circle. Let's da 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 da. Right? 16842. Oh, 32, not 2. Oh my gosh. 16842. Nope, okay. Right? Is it backwards? Oh. It's flipped. What do we got? What do we got? Visitors from the Skies by Sunny June. No better proof can be found for extraterrestrial life than the pyramids on the Giza Plateau. To stand at the base of these monumental structures is to be convinced that the Anunnaki helped construct the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Archaeologists who state that the pyramids were built using copper tools and a workforce of 20,000 over only a few decades have been unable to substantiate their claims. Clearly, this is because man did not build pyramids. There is much evidence to prove a more advanced race was behind their creation. Oh, how much I want to just like bring Mini Minuteman in to like just go over this. Consider the following facts. The Great Pyramid is aligned with 1/10 of a degree to the North Pole. The stones are cut so precisely that a razor blade cannot fit between them. The positioning of the 3 main pyramids aligns with the 3 stars in the constellation Orion's belt. How could a quasi-Stone Age culture have built the pyramids when it lacked the advanced mathematics, tools, and astrological knowledge needed to accomplish the feat? The answer is simple. They couldn't. It was the Anunnaki who provided the ancient Egyptians with this knowledge. Even more telling was the utter lack of documentation. For a society that kept highly detailed records of both major events and daily life throughout its 3,000-year history, no mention of the pyramid's construction has been found. There is also no definitive proof that the pyramids ever acted as, or were intended to act as, burial chambers. The true purpose of the pyramids is to act as landing markers for the Anunnaki's return. As well as being markers, early tests indicated the granite slabs above the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid were capable of emanating an electric field. Oh my god. This field could act as a transmitter or receiver for signals from space. With all the hard evidence, it is clear Egypt could soon see the return of the beings who gave them the pyramids. My gosh, Sunny June.
Why would an alien expert need an archaeology textbook?
Secrets remain successfully hidden. No suspicions yet. The mummification process began with a purifying ritual. After cleansing, the body was brought to the embalmer's table. The first step was to remove the brain, believed to be an unimportant organ, through the nose. Next, an incision was made along the left side of the body, through which the stomach, lungs, liver, and intestines and liver were removed. These 4 organs were packed for preservation in natron, a salt known for its drying properties. The heart, which the ancient Egyptians considered to contain the mind and soul of the deceased, was left within the body. Once the organs were removed, the body was packed inside and out with natron. The table was then angled to allow fluids to drain away during the drying process. After 40 days, the embalmer removed the natron, and the now thoroughly dried body was rinsed to remove any traces of the salts. Oils and perfumes were massaged into the skin to restore elasticity and help preserve the body. The body was then stuffed with linens and other materials to protect its shape and give it a more lifelike appearance. The last step before wrapping was to sew up the incision made at the beginning of the process and seal it with resin. A golden wedget, or eye, of Horus was typically placed over the incision for protection. Amulets played an important role in the embalming process. The lapis lazuli wedget eye offered protection when placed over the incision or as an amulet in linen wrappings. An obsidian jackal invokes powers of Anubis, guardian of the dead. Long strips of linen were used in the wrapping process, wound meticulously around the head, neck, and even individual fingers and toes. Each layer built upon the last, with resin brushed on every few layers as glue, binding the body together for eternity. For additional protection in the afterlife, amulets were placed between linen layers. Priests recited spells and incantations throughout the wrapping process. A carnelian ink amulet provided health and life. Has the group been here before? Now fully wrapped, the mummy was ready for burial. A priest would perform the traditional opening of the mouth ceremony as the mummy was placed in its coffin and brought to the tomb. The preserved organs, stored in dedicated canopic jars, were also placed within the tomb before it was sealed. The entire mummification process lasted around 70 days. New site holds promise clearly belongs to a queen, maybe her daughters are present as well. Lines of ancestry must be checked, sites to investigate: Karnak, Temple of Horus, Kom Ombo, Ptolemy, Abu Simbel, Ramses II, and Nefertari, Temple of Isis, Saqqara, Djoser. Interesting. Camera, anything else?
I wonder what these mean.
Don't know, but apparently we're gonna steal it. Okay. Jamal's notes. Is she in there right now? No. Okay.
Yes?
I'd better get going.
See you later.
I figured he'd want to know that it was open, but whatever.
I've got something for you.
Oh?
What's that?
Proof that space girl is Batty. I saw her creeping around and she dropped this. Here.
It looks like some sort of code.
Each must be 5 or more. 4 or less won't reveal. 16 beginnings to find a portal.
Ooh, you're generous. I call it the maniacal screed of a madman. Or is it mad woman?
It's code.
Why is madness gender specific to men?
Yeah, you tell me.
I like you. Let's shake the dust off this small-time tomb off our boots and see the world together.
Can I keep this?
Yes, but you have to promise me that if it starts making sense, you'll call a psychologist immediately and schedule yourself in for a full workover. You would have had fun seeing the world with me. Admit it.
Where exactly did you come from?
What do you mean?
We're in the middle of nowhere. You couldn't have just walked here.
Oh, I caught a ride with some traders, if you must know. Nasty customers, but they knew the way.
This site is new. How did they just know the way? It's not on any map.
I don't know. They just did, I guess.
What can you tell me about these guys? What did they look like? What language did they speak?
Nancy, I'm starting to think it might not be so smart to talk about this. For you or for me. Drop it. Don't bring it up again.
Do you really think this is Nefertari's tomb?
It better be. Otherwise, I'm very lost.
What does that mean?
She's why I'm here. As a tour guide, I love the sites that tell a story. And Ramses I and Nefertari have the making of a classic love story, if we can find her here.
You mean Ramses the Second, right?
I do? I mean, yes, I do. Of course. Strange life being a king. You get everything but your own name.
What brought you to this site?
Well, this might be the next it spot. If it is, I want to have the first tour up and running.
Isn't that a little premature? Tour groups might not even be allowed out here.
Well, then I took a trip to the place I've always wanted to see. No loss.
I just realized just how dark my room is getting because I'm recording in the evening. And I do have like my ring light over here that's giving me some light, but like everything around me is just dark. And I'm pale, so like I'm glowing in the darkness here. But I don't really feel like trying to balance out some lighting because I'm not going to turn on the overhead. It's going to just cause the lighting to be awful. And while I do have like a light back here that I can bounce light off the wall to help, I don't really feel like messing with that right now.
You seem very casual about everything.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
It makes me think you might be hiding something.
If I'm hiding something, then I'm doing such a good job, even I don't notice.
I know you didn't just come here to get a tan. Bye-bye.
Come back anytime.
That's done.
Maybe she'll leave if I tell her as well.
Hi, Nancy.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Fine, I'll call Hotchkiss then.
Hi.
You said the evidence of the Anunnaki is shaky. What evidence is there?
Some say if you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see some of the figures holding flashlights.
Okay, that's strange.
Not exactly. It's easy to see what you want to see.
Yeah.
Seeing the tombs always made me feel quite simply famished. As the long days would pass, the murals would become quite simply delicious. Osiris would be holding the most wonderful caramel flans. Reeds would be chicken wings, and Cypher for twisted flax would transmogrify into warm, straight out of the oven, garlic knots right before my eyes. My point is that you can see what you want to see, and what I want to see is that takeout menu for the Spicetown Speakeasy. I may have to put you on hold, dear. Just a moment.
I'm still on.
Hotchkiss here. I'd like baguette stuffed with mushroom and sautéed asparagus, and a beef jerky salad with caramel vinaigrette.
That can't be a real food item.
Is that still you, Norma?
Nancy?
Is this your first day at Spicetown? I'm Hotchkiss. We'll be talking to each other quite often. Would you kindly summarize your personality for me, for efficiency's sake?
No, it's Nancy Drew. Still on the line, still in Egypt.
Oh, drat and drat. Well, perhaps I'll just be dull and prepare myself a curried waffle sandwich.
I need your help. The hieroglyphs here don't make sense.
Then you are in for a treat. I like my puzzles as tempting as the gooseberry pie from San Rios in Little Brazil, and as complex as the ginger lime sauce they lovingly smother it in. You should focus on what doesn't make sense. Look for a part of the pattern that has no earthly business being there.
What do you know about Nefertari?
Ah, a love story. Oh, break out the tissue papyrus, because when I'm done, there won't be a dry Horus in the house.
What?
Look it up, dear. Ramses II and Nefertari shared a love so vast, the world could scarcely contain it. I'm talking about the kind of love you spell capital L, capital O, heart instead of a V, capital E. They stood side by side and ruled the world, but as they saw the years stretch out before them, they were keenly aware that a handful of decades would never cut it.
Don't you
They
replace the
needed to
O
be
with a heart?
together always.
That's sweet.
And relevant. The ancient Egyptians believed that life was little more than a dress rehearsal for eternity. I found records that they concocted a plan to be together forever, side by side.
Why not be buried side by side?
They foresaw a volatile future for their kingdom, and they were correct. They knew they would have to enact safeguards. That's why in 1904, when QV-66, the so-called tomb of Nefertari, was found, her body was not there.
What are the chances we found Nefertari's tomb?
If I were a gambling Hotchkiss, I'd say 60-40.
My dogs want dinner.
I still don't get all this business with QV-66. Why build a fake tomb?
For the same reason, I never carry my passport in my purse when I travel. Some things are too valuable to leave in a tempting place.
You mentioned an expedition that found QV-66, Nefertari's tomb.
It was one of the most significant finds in archaeology. They call it the Sistine Chapel of Egypt. It's where my fascination with the royalty of Egypt was born. The color alone took my breath away. We think of ancient Egypt as being a subdued sand color, but it was a riotous display with all the visual delights of a midsummer gelato shop cooler case.
And you don't think Nefertari was entombed there?
They only found kneecaps, which supposedly means that her tomb was robbed.
You disagree?
I do. What good is the mummy without the context? It's the placement in the tomb that makes the mummy valuable.
Why is Nefertari so important?
There are two queens I find most fascinating in ancient Egypt, and for exactly the same reason. They were hidden. Hatshepsut is the first.
I think I've heard of her. She was the pharaoh that was almost removed from the historical record, right?
Exactly. 20-some years of peace and stability, and after she dies, Thutmose III's ancient cronies try to erase her from the record.
Why?
Jealousy, revenge, fear that his reign would never equal hers. You name it, but you can't keep a good woman down. Despite the efforts of Thutmose III's supporters, her legacy endured.
And Nefertari?
In my opinion, she's the opposite. She was obsessively preserved in the historical record, but it was her tomb that was hidden.
Hatshepsut for president. I'd like some peace.
How sure are you that Nefertari's tomb was hidden?
There was something strange about QV-66. I think that might be why it is off limits to this day.
It is?
To you and me, at the very least. There is a rumor that the tomb has a clue to the true location of Nefertari's mummy.
Really?
Who knows? I'll tell you this. I didn't have time to read all of the hieroglyphs, but I noticed that the syntax was a little, shall we say, wonky.
I don't know how hieroglyph syntax could be non-wonky.
True, but it was almost as if Nefertari and Ramses II had their own language.
Lily seems to be taking this curse business very seriously.
I thought you were, Lily.
The other Lily?
Hotchkiss prank! Oh, you're such a good sport, Nadine. That's a little silly of her, don't you think? Curses may only be a figment of our overactive imaginations.
That's what I think.
There are more pressing things to worry about. Most Egyptologists die because the desert is inhospitable and positively crawling with diseases. Horrid molds and bacteria that have been breeding for thousands of years unchecked. And let's not forget the lack of structural integrity of most of the tombs.
That's less than reassuring.
Oh dear, everybody dies, but life isn't worth living if you don't take a few risks.
Yeah.
Although I guess I should stress that everyone dies much faster in the desert. Much, much faster.
Do you know anything about Nefertari's children?
Of course I do.
Can you tell me their names?
Yes, it's best we start with the boys.
Sure.
There's Among her Kepchef, meaning among is with his strong arm.
How do I spell that?
Oh dear, you get a piece of paper and a pen, and you write down whatever you like for the next 5 minutes. Paul Ray Hare Wennemeth. Ray is with his strong arm. Mary, beloved of Ray. Miriatum, beloved of Atum. Oh, these names! The best part about ancient Egyptian names is that there are no ancient Egyptians around to correct your pronunciation. Oh, come back when you're ready for the girls.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters?
I need you to do some searching for me. I've decided to restart my book project. Can you gather some information for me?
If it means you'll tell me the daughters' names, then sure.
Great! Who is above all the doors in the main antechamber?
Nephthys.
Thank you.
I'm totally guessed.
I'm ready for the daughters' names now.
Merit Amen, the beloved of Amen.
Got it.
Henatawi, the mistress of two lands.
Okay.
Nebatawi, the lady of two lands. So it seems favoritism isn't a modern invention.
And the children were mentioned in order, from oldest to youngest, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks. I'll let you go.
Bye, dear.
Please tell me this is all written here. Okay. I want to make sure I actually wrote these down.
Haven't done that.
Oh, you know, I haven't actually done that. Okay. Excuse me. Jeez.
Time to use what I've learned about Nefertari's children and hieroglyphs to figure out the order.
Oh no. What do these symbols mean? Oh, that's the raise with his strong arm. That's the second one. So the second one's gonna be the bird, the lollipop, the head pop. Okay, so this one needs to be the bird. Something that looks like a lollipop. Something that looks like a head pop. So, oh, and I think that is actually, yeah, the next one. Yeah. And then the weird arm and the little slug thingy. But that's it. Because we're in order, right? So this should be the second one. But I've put the name in 4. Oh, and then apparently I need like a royal sun.
This is Pareherwenemeth.
Yes, we got that one. That one needed that one. That one needed. That one needed. That one's that. Okay. So at least we have those in their places. But his brother, which is also the strong arm, uses that symbol followed by the slug. This symbol followed by the slug. Translates to with his strong arm. But what is a moon? It should be a moon is with his strong arm. So it's something like a lollipop for is. But what is a moon? I don't see another lollipop looking thing. Raw can be represented by. I don't think we have anything with raw. No, we have Ray, but not raw. Oh, a moon. Okay, okay, okay.
Got it. This must be Amun her Keplerchef.
Okay, cool. Grab that one. I don't think this is gonna help with any of these. Oh, beloved of Amun. Now it's Amun. So same kind of symbols. This one towards the end. Look at that again. Can also be that creepy looking person. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay, so we got that for Amun. Or Amun. It's gonna be that weird symbol. This is beloved of Atum. Okay. Beloved of Ray. It's Ra, but not Ray. Maybe it's supposed to be Ra. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh. I have this in the wrong place. This is beloved of Ray. This would be beloved of Atum. This is also beloved of Atum. Wait, no, this is. Great. What was that symbol for? Atum. Okay, okay. Beloved of Ray, beloved of Atum. Beloved of Amun. Two lands. Mistress of two lands, Lady of two lands. So the first symbol is going to be different, but the second symbol will be the same. I wonder if it's that. Or it could be this symbol. For two. Or actually, it could be this symbol. Because you only see this twice. You see beloved 1, 2, 3 times. 3. I wonder if this is beloved. So that would be beloved. This would be beloved. And this would be beloved.
This is Hanutawi.
Oh, this one's correct. So that's beloved of two lands. Or this is mistress of two lands. Mistress of two lands. Okay, so this one is.
And
Yes.
this must be Nebatawi.
Okay, okay, cool. We got those two. So just the beloved ofs. This is the only 3 we don't have. So I have these wrong. This should be Atum and Amun. Is that symbol? Amun is that symbol? Atum. Yeah, that's Atum. That's Amun. Do I have these two backwards? Well, it wouldn't explain this one, no. I don't understand. These have to be that, right? I have like maybe these are supposed to be first.
This must be Merit Amun.
Ah, so
You
it's the only
must
thing that
be
makes sense.
Marier.
I know I have
This
the
is
right
Mariatum.
things.
It's empty. Wait, what are those? I need to piece these together.
It's a puzzle. Oh, lovely. That sucks. Wait, hold up. Looks like it goes over here somewhere. Ooh. Oh. Yes. I think this is the bottom corner here. Oh, that goes there. Cool. Yep, that goes there. Goes there? Yeah, that goes there. That would go there. That's gotta go up there. Okay. Hello? It's accidentally backed out.
Got it. Now to figure out what this says. There's another tomb in here. I need to figure out how to open it.
On the wings of rebirth from a treasured companion, the path is opened. Around a circle they slide. Begin with gold to honor amethyst. For royalty and a pause to remember. Step ahead to rejuvenate in emerald. Knowledge arounds in lapis. And protection from evil in carnelian. The true tome is revealed. Oh, we're not going to take it with us? Take a photo then. I also need to wrap it up soon. I gotta feed my dogs. So I gotta find an ending point here. Alright. Yay, tasks.
Check. Can't check that off yet. Check. That's done.
No one. So I need to find that missing piece. Yep. Let's do this real quick. Can I?
I think these letters will create words below.
Yeah. Based on this. Each must be 5 or more. 4 or less won't reveal. 16 beginnings to find a portal. Oh, interesting. Okay. What? Wow, I see the thing. I'm not sure. That's gotta be bird. No, that's 4. Mummy. Treasure. Burial. Pharaoh. Would it just be offers? That makes sense there. The dogs are like, oh my gosh, she's home. No idea. Scarab. I was thinking temple. Oh, embalm. GNR&T. Organ. Just NRT. It's not gonna be a T. Liner? No, that's not right. Temple Canophic Amulet. It's gotta be birds, right? It's gotta be birds. Egypt. Not liner. Linen. That would be an R. Oh, upper. This would be a T.
That's not it. Wait, maybe if I look at the first letter of each word and see if that says anything. Let's see what this spells out.
Act. Oh. That's tomb. Maybe that's cat? Okay. Lube. Is that curiosity? No, okay. Blue? Cat, blue, tomb. I doubt it's Snope. It's not Snopes. What are you talking about? Opens?
I need to figure out what this means.
The only sentence you can make is blue cat opens tomb.
Blue cat opens tomb. I should look around for something like that.
Is this a cat
It
shape?
looks like something is missing.
No, it's not. It's more like a scaraby looking thing. Well, I'm coming up on 2 hours and I gotta feed animals and the significance, and I gotta get dinner myself. So, now that we know that the blue cat opens the tomb, and we know quite a bit,
Did that.
let's do that. We have solved so many puzzles. But I do need to wrap things up. I gotta feed animals. I gotta feed myself. I gotta figure out what to name this. Blue cat opens tomb. Safe. As usual, though, I'm just going to quickly wrap this up. So, as usual, if you enjoyed watching this, click the like button. If you want to see me play through the rest of the Nancy Drew game series or play any other future games. Whoa. That was a scary sound. Click subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'm not going to play scary games, obviously. And then, of course, leave a comment. Suggest a good chair. Suggest a good headset. Let me know how accurate this is. Obviously, it's accurate enough that I could Google some things. But please leave a comment. Feed the algorithm gods with that. Help me find some new followers. So maybe hopefully I can get enough money that I can hire an editor and the editing looks a little better. But with that, as usual, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.